Hello lovely family and friends, a warm welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well by God's grace. So a few weeks ago I went live and I shared this recipe with you. So all that I have done is to whittle it down, make it a very short video for you. So let's get into it. So in my pot I add some chopped okra, I add some ayoyo or molahai leaves that they've blended. I've added momoni and I'm adding some big chunks of okra. I'm adding some leaves here. So here I'm adding some ayoyo, proper ayoyo, and then kale. Okay, that's what I've just added in, and I'm adding some water. We'll set it on fire and we'll start to boil it. The next thing is to blend my aromatics. Okay, it's going to form the base of the stew or the soup. In the video, I couldn't make up my mind what I was doing, whether soup or stew. So onions, garlic, ginger, and some chilies. That's what I've blended. I have some paposhuto as well. That paposhuto will just go in like that. This is, as I said, is going to form the base of the stew or the soup. Okay. I'll set that aside and also blend the okra. So I want the okra the soup or stew very slimy. So parts of the chunky okra I've blended. That's what I've blended. And I'm adding it to this. Okay, I didn't blend. I just chopped it. So it's not very smooth, right? So we are going to boil this or cook this until it's nice and soft. Then we'll set it aside. Then we'll start to put everything together. I'm adding some bicarbonate of soda. You can add kenkey if you have it. Okay, I want this to be very slimy. So yeah, so in a separate bowl or pot, I've added some red oil, okay, or palm oil, some chopped onions. We're going to fry this for 1 to 2 minutes, okay, and then we'll add our blended aromatics, okay, the ginger, garlic, onions. At the same time, the okra is cooking on the small hob, right? So I've added garden eggs, chopped garden eggs. I want this to be very homey and hearty, very, authentic kind of, cooking that we do in Ghana when you're making okra. You just leave some chunks of garden eggs in it. So I've added my beetroot and my paposhuto here as well, right? And I'm going to break my fish. Okay, so this is tuna, right? I had to add some water because it was just thick. There was nothing. I couldn't make up my mind what I was making that live that day. Those who joined, you saw what happened, or those who have watched it. All right, I'm adding the rest of my fish. So everything here is fish. There's no meat in this soup. I just went straight fish. I've added some crabs and some mackerel. Going to give it a stir, and then here goes in more mackerel. She said mackerel. We have one that they've cut it around, and we have one that we are breaking. And I'm adding salmon. Okay, mackerel, Ghana, we call it salmon. But I'm in UK, I'm using salmon, so I can't call it salmon, right? So I have to call it the right name, mackerel. And then I've added salmon as well. And then I've added some salt to taste. I'm tasting the sauce to make sure it tastes very nice. It tastes good, but I feel like something is missing. So here I added a teaspoon or so, like about half a teaspoon. Properties I use something very tiny, okay? Something tiny, that's what I use. So a teaspoon of wediaba, that is ground wediaba or calabash nutmeg. I had some shrimp CB sitting somewhere, so I added it. Instead of like leaving it alone, I'm like, let me add it. So that one is just by the way. So you cook it for a few minutes. You said the fish and everything, they've all been smoked, so it doesn't need to cook. It's already cooked. We are just adding it to the soup so that it soaks the flavor and everything. Yeah, so here I'm pouring it in, and at this point, those watching said it was stew, and I agree. At the end, it was stew, but then later on, before I packed it away, this soup, put it in the fridge for eating every day, I turned it into soup. Trust me, I poured some more water in it, and it became watery, and it became soup because it was soup I wanted. Yeah, so yeah, very easy, healthy okra soup stew, and I enjoyed it with some oats banku. In the live video, I showed you how to make it, but I've taken it out because it's about the okra stew. It's about the okra stew, not the or soup, not the banku. I have already have this recipe, so.
The momoni is giving me, and
It's giving me the momoni vibe, the momoni hint, the umami. Ow. Anyway, this is very good. There's a fly disturbing. I don't know how the fly got into this house. I have to deal with it. So, yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this very quick, repeated video. There's a fly worrying me. I don't know how the fly got into the house. I thought, but the fly didn't budge. But I didn't mind it. I ate my okra. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.